What if I told you that the nightmares people whisper about are real? That some houses hold secrets so terrifying, even the bravest refuse to stay the night. Doors slamming shut on their own, shadows moving where no one stands, whispers echoing through empty halls. These aren't just ghost stories. These are real accounts from people who lived in terror inside their own homes. Tonight, we uncover 5 of the most chilling haunted house horror stories ever recorded. You might want to leave the lights on for this one. A young couple, Mark and Lisa, were overjoyed to move into their dream home in an old Victorian house on the outskirts of town. But their excitement quickly turned to terror. Every night at exactly 3:15 a.m., the house screamed. Not creaks, not pipes, actual blood-curdling screams echoing from the walls. It started softly at first, barely a whisper. Then it grew louder, until it sounded like someone was being tortured inside the very walls. They tried everything: priests, paranormal investigators, even recording the screams, but nothing worked. One night, Mark finally had enough. He shouted, "Who's there? What do you want?" The answer came in a chilling whisper from the darkness. They fled that very night, leaving everything behind. To this day, no one stays in the house for more than a few nights before running. Sarah, a college student, moved into a small apartment near her campus. The rent was cheap, almost too cheap. It wasn't long before she realized why. Every night, she woke up to a strange sensation, the feeling of being watched. She'd turn over, but the room was empty. That was until she checked the reflection in her mirror. Standing in the corner was a tall, shadowy figure, motionless, featureless, watching. At first, she thought it was sleep paralysis, but when her best friend stayed over and saw the same figure, they knew it was real. One night, she left her phone recording as she slept. The next morning, she played it back, and at 2:33 a.m., a deep voice whispered, "Get out." Sarah never spent another night there. The apartment remains abandoned, and new tenants never last more than a few weeks. When Daniel and his family moved into their new home, they discovered something strange in the attic: a single, dusty porcelain doll sitting in a rocking chair. His young daughter, Emily, became obsessed with it. She'd sit for hours, whispering to it. At first, Daniel brushed it off as childhood imagination, until Emily began speaking in a voice that wasn't hers. One night, he woke up to the sound of giggling. Emily was gone from her bed. He found her sitting in the attic, the doll on her lap, her eyes wide. "She says we have to stay," Emily whispered. That was the final straw. They left the house immediately. Weeks later, the new owners found the same doll in the attic, but Daniel swears they had taken it with them when they left. Jaw, a retired man, bought a quaint little farmhouse to spend his remaining years in peace, but one door in the house refused to stay shut. Every night, he would lock it, and every morning, it would be open. Thinking it was just faulty hinges, he nailed it shut. That night, he heard loud banging coming from the room. The next morning, the nails lay scattered on the floor, and the door was wide open. Determined, John set up a camera. What he captured chilled him to the bone. At exactly 3 a.m., the door handle turned, and the door opened on its own. "Well," the voice, "let me out." John moved out the next day. No one knows what's behind that door, and no one dares to open it. A businessman named Tom checked into a historic hotel for a work trip. Exhausted, he barely noticed the musty smell of the room. But as he was falling asleep, he heard it, a whisper. "You're in my room." He bolted upright. No one was there, but then the closet door creaked open, revealing nothing. Trying to ignore it, he turned off the light. That's when he felt a cold breath on his neck. Terrified, he ran out and demanded a new room. The hotel clerk paled. "You were in 306, she asked. Tom nodded. She shook her head. "That room's been empty for years." Haunted houses. Some say they're just old buildings with creaky floors. Others believe they hold the echoes of those who never left. But after hearing these stories, would you ever dare to stay in one alone? If you enjoyed these terrifying tales, hit that like button, subscribe for more horror stories, and let us know in the commento you believe in haunted houses. Until next time, sleep with one eye open.